Hello everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video that is sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. Trent is my agent.com. Another chilly morning and black locust winter that continues to roll on. We dropped a 35 at the White County Airport, 34 at the Medaryville Tatertown Airport, 36 at Fulton, now 40 down at Cayuga, 37 at the Lafayette Timber House Aero, but the Purdue Airport was actually 34 this morning, 37 at Frankfort, Thorntown, Cutler, Delphi all at 37, and the Flora and Peru airports all dropped to 39 degrees. And statewide, we were as low as 30 here southwest of Plymouth, Indiana. The coldest reading in our entire forecast area was 33 at Lake Village. So lows 33 to 40 here, but some pockets of cold down here in the hill country is south central Indiana. The Cherry Hill Airport here in southeast Brown County was 31, and down there at Spencer, Indiana, down to 33 degrees. The warmest down here way down southern Spencer County, 45 this morning. Now the Clipper train just rolls on. We got another Clipper on our back door here coming in this afternoon. The below normal temperatures will continue, but Saturday is going to be a nice day, and eventually it is going to get much hotter. I've been saying this for months, weeks. You know, you get into latter May, stormy, heavier rainfall. It's going to get into the upper 80s to as high as the low 90s, and the humidity will be high. So be ready for that. Even though it's cooler now, we're going to really flip things around in a big way late in the month. But the pollen's still pretty high, though. At times it will drop due to some showers around, but overall, the grass pollen will be on the way up. So I think it's going to hover between medium and medium high over the next several days. Probably the highest pollen day, I think, is going to be Saturday with all the sunshine around, the lack of any rainfall. Now, it's starting to cloud up here as you look from the south side of Lafayette as of 2:30. Still some blue skies, but it's going to cloud up pretty quickly here soon on the south side. And some of the northwest and western counties are already going cloudy. We're clouding up rapidly here at Fowler, and you see the clouds and sun there at Monticello with temperatures in the 50s to as high as the low 60s. 61 at the Purdue Airport right now, actually. But we're still 55 down here Zionsville, 57 Kokomo, 58 Monticello, and 59 degrees at Kentland. Here's another Clipper. It's zipping on through. Going to bring a few little spotty showers this afternoon, this evening, and into tonight. There aren't very many, but there are going to be a few kind of off and on into the evening and night. A few little spits here in Iroquois County, Kankakee County, Illinois, all the way back to Pontiac that are all moving east-southeastward. And you can see we'll have a few of these into the night, maybe even a couple to early tomorrow morning. Those pull away, and then another Clipper comes in tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. The bigger rains with it are south of our area, but we will pick up a few spotty showers and thunder showers actually around from this particular Clipper. And yes, indeed, after a nice Saturday, Sunday, and then Wednesday, two more Clippers come through. They zip in from the northwest with a couple showers, thunder showers, and there's that one coming through on Wednesday with a few just spotty showers and thunder showers around. But then the pattern changes in a pretty big way. The winds turn to the southwest and the south, and we can see the severe weather evolving in the plains and us getting in on some of that severe weather as well. So really the 21st through the 30th of May, there will be some opportunities for thunderstorms off and on. But I think the biggest severe weather risk days or little periods are around the 21st and right around the 27th, the way it looks right now. And on those days, the risk may exceed slight risk. We look at tornado risk, first of all, May 18th to the 22nd. So this is the risk of at least one tornado within 110 kilometers of a grid point. So this is the bigger tornado risk zone coming into part of our forecast area. When we look at, say, hurricane force gusts, these are the significant winds, not just winds to 60 or 70. We're talking 75, 80, 85 miles an hour. The probability goes up here northern and central Illinois and then Iowa back into Texas. And the overall widespread severe risk. So this is the potential or the chance of or the likelihood of 10 severe weather reports within 110 kilometers of a grid point. So this is where you get the widespread severe weather, like the wall-to-wall warnings, the watches, bigger severe weather risk, and we've got a lot of that, especially plains, and then it translates into our area and then even eventually gets into some of the northeastern U.S. So bigger severe weather period coming up, and I'm kind of focused near the 21st for us and near the 27th as well. And then things may quell a little bit after that, but then I do think getting into June, the teleconnection support ramped up severe weather risk towards that, between that 10th and 13th of June period, right in this zone here. So we'll have to watch that as well. It's cool now, temperatures running below normal right through the 17th, but once we get 18th through the 30th, it turns much more summer-like, much warmer. The corn and soybeans that have just been sitting and sulking in fields for a little while here due to cooler weather, especially at night, will get a big boost from a lot of heat that is on the way. And then I think not only May 31st to the 5th, but also after the severe weather around the 10th, 13th of June, the 15th through the 19th, you see a little bit of a pattern change here. It does get a little cooler. It will be less humid. It's going to be more comfortable then. So a couple shots here of cooler weather amidst the mugginess and temperatures upper 80s to low 90s. And this is now through about May 19th. Overall, even though we got multiple clippers, they're not producing a massive amount of rain. So again, May's a pretty wet month anyway. Rainfall generally a little bit below normal here. It's much above down here in the southern U.S., but it turns much wetter in that 20th to 30th time frame here in May. The plains above normal, and that lobe of heavier rain gets into our area with the severe weather. I also want to bring your attention to right down here in the Caribbean, because a lot of the teleconnections, especially the MJO, and the historical trends do point towards a higher potential of an early season tropical system. Now, I do not think the tropical or the hurricane season is going to be big this year. I think if you want big hurricanes, you want a lot of hurricanes, you got to go Mexico, western coast of Mexico, and the Pacific. Extremely active there. Here, not so much, but I think we've got a window for an early season tropical storm or hurricane here in the Caribbean or parts of the Gulf of Mexico that may come in. We'll wait and see, but certainly, especially that MJO. And the Gulf is very warm. The water here is pretty warm too. It's much colder than normal up here, but this is going to be a pocket, and we see the above normal rainfall indicative of that. So we'll watch that area as early as the start of June for this zone to get something down here towards Florida and the Gulf Coast. So vacationers, be aware of what's going on down there. So rainfall through Sunday, you know, the amounts vary tremendously in the area. I mean, certainly the higher amounts are going to be in the south. I mean, we're going to see more than a half an inch perhaps way down southern Park County. But most of the area is a few hundredths, tenth, quarter of an inch, third of an inch of rain sort of thing. There are a few little small areas that get a little more than that, but you get the idea what the data is showing. Third of an inch Logansport, quarter of an inch Frankfurt, quarter of an inch or third of an inch here at Crawfordsville, maybe quarter of an inch here around Pine Village. But the bigger rains come again later on in the month when we get all the severe weather here in our area. Just the 21st through the 26th, 1.5 inches to 3 inches of rain. So a few little passing showers later today and into tonight. 51 at 8. We're down to 46, and there are your lows at 45 to 48 degrees. No worries about 30s tonight, and certainly no patches of frost either. Tomorrow, a shower in the morning giving way to some sun, then we cloud up with a little sun, and a few spotty showers and thunder showers come through, very hit or miss, afternoon and evening, with the winds strong out of the southwest and highs 62 to 67, doing it forecast wide. Saturday's a nice day if you don't mind the wind. Winds strong out of the west-southwest, but a lot of sunshine And after 48 in the morning, how about 70s area-wide, 74 Greater Lafayette, but highs anywhere from 72 to 76 should do it. Now Sunday, another clipper, so a few showers come through Sunday morning, but the afternoon's a little better, but it is cooler with winds out of the northwest, 65. 63 Monday, 65 Tuesday, still some kind of cool mornings ahead. Another clipper on Wednesday, mainly in the morning. And then we're up to 73 Friday after our 43 in the morning, and still 40 next Saturday and next Sunday mornings. And finally, by, well, next Sunday we're in the upper 70s. And then a week from this upcoming Monday, finally, we've got highs in the 80s.